guys, welcome or welcome back to the Blue Butterfly Tarot. Today we are doing a quick check-in. What are their current thoughts about you? And I've got two piles for you. This is pile number 1. This is pile number 2. Take your time, see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to. I do want to say this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If one pile's messages don't resonate, then choose the other. If both piles' messages don't resonate, then it just means that maybe there aren't any messages for you in this video today, all right? I'm going to give you a few seconds now to see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to, and then I shall begin. Hi, pile 1. Before we get into the reading, let's just take some time to realign our energies. So close your eyes, think of your person, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Alrighty, so we have round and round. We have believe in us. We have I'm shattered by your indifference. We have you are everything. Okay. We have 6 of Cups, 6 of Wands, 9 of Wands, and the High Priestess. All right. Give me a few seconds, pile 1. So first off, in your person's thoughts, there's definitely a lot of love between the two of you, and this is something that they're thinking about. In their perception, given the amount of love that both of you have for each other, they thought that it was going to be enough. But it looks like both of you have been in this constant cycle where things are good and then they're not, and then things are good and then they're not. And your person honestly is feeling very, very frustrated that both of you have just been in this cycle. There's so much of love between the two of you, but it looks like that love doesn't come through when both of you are in your I guess in the phases where things are not going right for the two of you. Your person perceives that you are indifferent. You could actually be very, very concerned about this person. You could care a lot about the situation, but they perceive that you are indifferent. These are just in their thoughts right now, all right? You don't have to be defensive, pile 1. It's just where they are at. This is a thought process that they're working through, and over time they will believe that you do care about the situation, which is what I'm getting into next. So this whole up and down between the two of you, this constant push and pull, this on and off energy, honestly, it's exhausting your person. It's become a big burden. And right now, in their thoughts, it's about how do I get out of this cycle? How do me and my person, that's you, pile 1, how do we get ourselves out of this situation? How do we tap into the love that we actually do have for each other? How do we keep that going? How do we sustain that even during the low points of our connection? And so your person's going within right now. Pile 1, they're tapping into their intuition. They are showing up as the High Priestess in your reading. The gender doesn't matter. It's the energy that they are learning to tap into, the energy that they are feeling comfortable to tap into right now. So a lot of introspection going on with your person right now. That's very, very heavy in their thoughts. But the truth is, pile 1, you are everything to them. Your connection means the world to them. All right? As much as it has been painful, like the low points of your connection, they really want to make this work with you, and they are doing everything in their power to see how both of you can actually work this out. And they're hopeful, or they're hoping that you will believe in the two of you as much as they do as well. So they right now are working through, maybe you might have not been in contact for quite some time. So maybe they perceive that as indifference. Maybe you two have gone within. You two are trying to understand the situation, that why both of you are in this constant cycle, even though there's so much of love between the two of you. So that might just be perceived as indifference, but don't worry about it, pal one. I do feel that that is something that they're going to work through as they start tapping deeper into their intuition. They are going to feel the love that both of you have for each other, and more in particular, the love that you have for this person. So right now, current thoughts about this connection is, all right, well, how do we stop this cycle? How do we stop going round and round and round? And how do we, hold on to the love that we have for each other even during the low points? And why do we keep stepping into the low points? Why can't we at least have a more smoother run at this connection? So a little bit of those thoughts are consuming your person right now, very, very heavily on you, on this connection. But the good news is, pal one, they're going within. They're finding the answers within rather than outside. So it's possible that at one point your person might have tried looking for the answer, maybe tried observing another couple out there and trying to use those same tips for themselves, but they're realizing that both of you are very, very unique. You are unique individuals. The way that your connection flows together is also unique. So it also means that you have to look inwards to find a solution for the problem. It can't be on the outside, and that's something that your person is understanding right now. So they're taking time, they're taking a lot of time, I gotta tell you, Pawan, to think about how to solve this problem between the two of you. It might have been multiple problems over a period of time, but it looks like there is one core issue, there is one root problem to all of that, and your person is kind of going within, gaining the knowledge, going within and truly understanding why there is a disconnect and how to work on that. So a little bit more in thoughts energy right now. I don't see action-oriented energy just yet, but the good news is that the thought energy is going to push them into action-oriented energy once they find a solution, once they analyze the situation, all right? Let me get you one advice about this. Like I said, this is going to be a very, very quick check-in. This is just based on the current energies of where they are at. One advice for pal one, please. One advice for pal one, please. One advice for pal one, please. Have patience. Have patience, pal one. That is the message that's coming through very, very strongly. In the turmoil, you're not going to get your answer. You're going to get it when you take a step back, when you feel peaceful within yourself, regardless of what's happening on the outside. Whatever action you wish to take, whether you want to be with this person or not, whether you want to sort things out with this person or not, come from a place of love and compassion for this person, because they too have love for you. They too are going through that pain, that turmoil. They too are experiencing exactly what you're going through as well. So whatever action you want to take towards this person, whatever you want to say, whatever you want to do with respect to this person, whether you want this connection or not, come from a place of kindness, come from a place of love. Tap into that love that you have for each other, rather than kind of absorbing the energy of the turmoil. Rather than that, go within, tap into the love energy that exists within you for this person, all right? That is the advice coming through for you. And that is the current energy right now of your person, all right? Pal one, I hope that this reading brought you the comfort, clarity, and confirmation you were looking for. Thank you for allowing me to read for you, all right? I'll catch you in my next one. Bye-bye. Hi, pal two. Before we get into the reading, let's just take some time to realign our energies. So close your eyes. Think of your person. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Alrighty, pal twos, let's see what we have here. We have flexible. Okay. You bring joy. Hug me now. Better days ahead. We have the King of Cups, Seven of Cups, we have death as well. All right. So it looks like at one point this person was very, very rigid about this connection or how to approach this connection. It's also possible that this person might have a little bit of ego coming through where it was just always their way or no way. You know, it's kind of like my way, or I don't know, what's the saying, like my way, highway, something of that sort. It's not coming through to me right now. I apologize. I'm channeling sometimes. Even though it's there in my, I would get it at my fingertips normally, but when I'm channeling, sometimes it's just very, very hazy, but it's just those certain words that keep flashing to me. Anyway, I was about to say that it's going to bother me until the end of this reading. And I feel like I'm tapping into your person's energy there, Paltu. I think that it really bothers them that, first off, things are not going the way that they hoped they would because of them. It's because they were so rigid about things unfolding in a certain way or things being in a certain way. But honestly, life doesn't work like that, right? You've got to be flexible. You have to flow. You have to roll with the punches. And your person is understanding right now. This is still transformation happening, Paltu, because I don't feel that the energy is complete yet. I think that there is still knowledge that your person has to understand, and the ego death is happening right now. All right, so it's current energies, and they're realizing that the more they let go of their illusion of control, the more better they're feeling about the situation, the more they feel love towards you, the more they're able to tap into their heart space. And as a result of that, they're building on their emotional maturity. It's tying in very much with the ego death that they're having right now. One thing that is a recurring thought in your person's mind is they always have a choice in life, you know, whether it is to just be rigid and not be flexible and always just, you know, have things their way, or be open to other people's perception, be open to other routes, be open to flowing. And your person is realizing that sometimes it's okay to want what they want and to go after it the way that they want, but other times they have to bend, other times they have to flow, other times they have to be flexible. And so your person is understanding that life is a combination of both, and they can't apply the same rule to every situation in their life. And I think this relates a lot to your connection, because I think that your person wanted this connection to unfold in a certain way, and the fact that there was resistance at every single stage, your person is understanding that it wasn't resistance, it was just not the right way to approach this connection, to approach the situation, and they could have just flown around the obstacles that were there, and the resistance was only perceived by them. It wasn't actual resistance. So your person is understanding that they might have lost a chance at this connection because of their ego. Maybe you chose to walk away. Maybe you decided that this was not bringing you joy, even though you bring joy to your person. This probably must have been affecting your peace, like your person constantly being so firm and rigid about things going one way when you intuitively knew that no, it's not, you know, things had to go a different way. So I think it was causing a lot of frustration to you. You might have set boundaries, you might have walked away. I would not be surprised, Patu, but it is the loss of you that has made this person realize that they are willing to let go of their ego for you. And the more they're willing to let go of their ego, the more they're able to tap into their heart space, the more they're able to understand that things don't have to be as complicated as they thought it was. You know, if they just flow with what they are feeling on the inside, if they just flow with the direction that life is taking them, it's easier, you know, rather than going upstream. If they just, life is meant to be downstream, and your person is understanding that, you know. When you keep having such rigid thoughts and, you know, such this illusion of control, you're actually going upstream. You're not allowing life to take you where you need to be. And sometimes that upstream exhausts you. And so your person is understanding that in certain situations, yes, it's good that they have control of the situation, but sometimes they don't, and they have to accept that. They have to flow with that. And they're realizing that flowing downstream is a lot easier than flowing upstream. And the choices that they have to make in their life it's easier choosing the options that are downstream, that have a natural flow to what their heart wants, rather than going against their heart or going against what they feel just because their ego was stepping in. So a lot of big realizations about ego in particular that's coming through with your person. And as they, kind of work through their ego, they're also realizing that they want to be loved, they want to be cherished, they want your love in their life. And so they're starting to feel more hopeful that yes, there are going to be better days ahead for the two of us. Right now, this is just in realization phase. Pal 2, not action-oriented energy just yet. I think that the ego death that's happening right now is definitely exhausting. And at the same time, this new wave of emotions that they're tapping into, it also would be exhausting for your person. I don't think that you will hear from this person for a little bit, but once they are fully tapped into their emotions, once they have, tapped into their actual emotional depth, I do feel that this person will come forward and let you know what they are feeling for you. But that's going to take a little bit of time because the King of Cups energy, it's not completely blocked, I would say. It is, I'm feeling it growing, but it's not there yet, all right? For them to fully step into that power and approach you and tell you how deeply they want this connection and how much they're willing to flow with you with respect to this connection, rather than controlling every single outcome of this connection. Or they're also kind of understanding that by their illusion of control was protecting their heart, but that was actually working against them because they lost you, or they have perceived that they've lost you. So your person wants a hug right now as they're going through this phase. I think that it has been quite emotionally exhausting for your person as well. There's still a little bit ways to go, but you can expect communication from them. Not anytime soon, but it will take time. But you can expect an emotional message, them reaching out and telling you how they're feeling on the inside. I would expect that, but not immediately. It's going to take a little bit of time, all right, Pal 2? But they are stepping into those energies, so I am confident that they will. Let me get you one advice. Let's see what wants to come through. One advice for Pal 2, please. One advice for Pal 2, please. Pal 2, you predicted this, didn't you? You knew this was going to happen. Yeah, you can feel good. You can feel good that how you had understood the situation, whatever you had advised this person. I think that you might have told this person that, their ego was coming in between, or they were controlling the situation a little bit too much and it was going to work against the two of you. I think that you did tell this person, so you get to feel good about that, all right? I don't feel that that is your ego. I think that you had a deeper understanding about the situation, about what was not working for the two of you, and so you get to feel good about it. Continue working on your mindset, Pal 2. It looks like your mindset is what is shifting the entire dynamic of this connection, because it is because of it is because of, no, I meant to say it's actually because of the purity of your mindset that is influencing this person to change as well. You are opening their perspectives on life, and so you get to feel good about that. It looks like you've learned that lesson through your own personal experiences, and you've learned it the hard way as well. So you get to feel good that yes, the lessons that I have been through in my life, I have learned it, and today I was able to understand the situation for what it really was. I was able to comprehend, and I was able to give myself and my person good advice, and you get to feel good about that, all right? I feel like many times we don't take the time to acknowledge the lessons that we've been through and how it has changed the way that we show up today, the new decisions that we make that are more aligned because of those lessons. I feel like we don't give ourselves that time to respect the lessons that we've once learned that are now contributing to good decisions that we are making for our lives. So continue working on your mindset. Pal 2, It is what is changing the dynamic of this connection, and you get to feel good about it. You get to pat yourself on the back. Okay, it is not ego for you to acknowledge your wins. It is not ego for you to respect your journey and to see how it has contributed well today. All right, I just wanted to say that. All right, so if you've been feeling like, oh, this is ego, I should not be, no, that is not ego. It is not ego to celebrate your wins, to acknowledge how far you've come. All right, so that brings me to the end of this reading. How to. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. I really hope that this reading brought you the comfort, clarity, and confirmation you were looking for. Take care. I'll catch you in my next one. Bye-bye.